You've likely heard branding and marketing used interchangeably, but they are two completely different things. And in this video, I will outline the differences between them and how you can leverage both of them to grow your accounting firm. Hey there, I'm Brighton, the accountant marketing mentor, and I help accounting firms just like yours simplify their marketing and communications so they can grow their accounting, bookkeeping, and financial planning businesses. I like to think of a brand like a person. Your brand has a spirit, a personality, and a story. And the spirit of your brand is what your brand stands for. Its values and its why. It's the intangibles, and no one can really see them, but it's what makes your brand and business tick. Your brand's personality is similar to your own. It's what people see. It's the beginning of the exterior of a brand. It's how the business is perceived and how it interacts with its customers and its competitors for that matter. Then finally, the story of the brand is just that. It's the constant, consistent communication of your brand spirit and personality, all shared in a long-term strategy to build perceived value and a perceived essence of your company. Ultimately, branding is the long-term strategy. It is a desired reputation that your brand and your business has worked over years to develop. It's truly what it is. Branding is a reputation, and using visual and audio cues in some senses actually, sense, as in smelling something. If you think of walking into a Hollister or an Abercrombie, they're pumping in fragrances in order to make you feel something. All of those things are meant to make you feel something and think of something. That's what branding is. It's the long-term strategy trying to build that connection with the customer. And there are a few things that you can do in order to build that desired reputation that you want for your accounting firm. The first is use consistent imagery, consistent logos, consistent colors, and consistent fonts. These are really, really easy things to do. And the reason why we need to do that is because our brains are always trying to conserve calories. And what I mean by that is when somebody is looking at two images or looking at two logos, or even honestly looking at two colors, our hope is that we're able to identify which one belongs to who. So if you think, let's think of burger joints for a second, fast food restaurants. If you think of yellow and red, what do you think of? Okay. Now, what if you think of brown and orange? The first one, you're probably thinking of McDonald's. The second one, you're probably thinking of A&W. And you would be right. That has been instilled in you over years and years of brand campaigns and driving by signage. That is branding. So it takes a longer time in order to establish and really see the power of a branding campaign or a brand strategy. But ultimately, it is just as important to ensure consistency every single day when you're working with your clients, because that reputation that you also build by working with your clients and them sharing word of mouth of the experience that they've had with you, that all goes into building ultimately what your brand is. So I've kind of rambled a little bit on what branding is. Ultimately, what I would say is the number one rule in branding is consistency. Have a consistent offer, have a consistent experience, have consistent visuals, colors, logos, typefaces, all of those things to build a desired reputation. So if I was to suggest making a brand strategy, and we go into this with our accounting clients, start with what do you want to be known for? What do you want your superpower to be? When you work with your clients, what is the one thing you want them to take away from their relationship of working with you? Establish what that is, and then start to build out imagery, logos, colors, videos, communications, your brand story, all to support that, and then implement it consistently. ultimately that's what branding is. So we've talked a little bit about branding, but what is marketing? So marketing is more of the short-term strategy. Marketing is the process of promoting a specific product or service. So over the short term, you're going to use techniques such as advertising, discounts, and events to generate interest around your accounting firm's services. So if we go back to our example of the burger joints, McDonald's, they will sponsor sporting events and just have their logo everywhere, or music festivals or anything like that. That's branding. That's just going, you're looking at that logo and going, I want McDonald's now. That's what they're hoping for, because they've invested so much into brand marketing and brand campaigns that when you see those golden arches, immediately they want you to think of burger and fries. However, when they send you a flyer in the mail with coupons and offers for specific products and meals, that's marketing. So that's a bit of the difference. So a marketing campaign can consist of social media. It can contain, an ad campaign, direct to mail, all of these things. As long as they're promoting a direct service or a product, that's truly the difference between branding and marketing. Branding really supports the marketing and vice versa. So all of your marketing campaigns should consist of your logo and consistent messaging, colors, typefaces, or fonts. They each tie together all the time, but I just want to clarify the two because I hear them used interchangeably all the time, and they're truly not the same thing. Now, I know that's super high level, but I just wanted to clarify because I always find that it is a question that is never asked, but should be. So now on this channel, whenever we're talking about branding and marketing, you'll know the difference. Branding is the long-term, it's the emotional, long-term, consistently implemented strategy to make your clients feel something when they hear about your brand or they see your logo or see any of your communications. You want them to feel a certain way. And marketing is the short-term strategy of promoting specific products or services and trying to get more people to engage with those products or services or, book a meeting. So it has a clear outcome and it has a clear message of promoting a product or service. If you want to see more content just like this, be sure to subscribe, ring that bell, and hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.